Well, after what ended up being a lot longer than I was expecting, the love affair with Penybont in Wales is finally over. We consider ourselves a legend as we leave. The fans consider me favoured personnel, which is quite upsetting as far as I'm concerned. But that means the next stage of the adventure starts right here. We have Bulgaria, Poland, Switzerland, Hungary, and Scotland all loaded as potential destinations for Club 2 of this journey. I have no idea where we're going to end up. We're unemployed. It's job hunt o'clock. I just want to see where, what's his face, Harvey has gone. If he's just still unemployed. After he thought I was going to take him with me. There he is, Mike Harvey. He's working in the local Bannatynes doing personal training. Probably earning more than we were paying him. And he's also, I mean, they're both unemployed. Oh dear. I might take Mike with me. I'd work hard for him. If he was my personal trainer, there's not a chance. This is why attributes are nonsense, because there is not a chance that face has discipline of 17. He is just a jolly, adorable, lovely man. Not an angry bone in his body. What jobs are available? What the hell are these? So we can't go to England. England is off the table. Which apparently we have to remove the leagues as well. So England is off the table, which means there's 3 jobs in Hungary. And these clubs all look rubbish. I am not excited about any of them. So is this the top league in Hungary? No, I'm not going to the Hungarian second tier. I'm not having that. I am above these jobs, I think. If I'm going to Hungary, I'm getting a top division job there. What's star rating of these clubs? 2 stars. So theoretically, I mean, they are professional clubs with 2-star reputations. So they are probably a step up from the Bont. Yeah, I think we can hold out for something a little bit better. There's no rush to jump into a job in the summer. We didn't get the job at the Bont until February. And that turned out really rather nicely. So I think what we're going to do is go on holiday. We are going to apply for jobs at top division clubs. Higher division clubs? Because I'm thinking Scotland, probably Scottish Championship would be fine. What kind of reputation do Championship clubs have? See, they're like 2.5 stars. Who are the favourites? St Mirren, and they are a 2.5-star club. Whereas, do we just say top divisions? Hold on. So Ayr United are 2.5 stars. We can just say top divisions, I think. And then obviously when we get called back, we can have a look to see what else is available and apply for stuff as needed. So there will be jobs that we apply for, interviews that we have, that kind of thing. And when we do that, if there's other interesting stuff available, we'll just apply for them manually. But what we're not going to do is go to England regardless. Right, we've got a job situation. Servette. Is that not another name for a tissue? What league? Switzerland. Oh, that is a nice shirt. It looks like a Formula 1 costume. How many sponsors? Goodness me. How many sponsors are you allowed? Tell you what, I wouldn't mind a trip to Switzerland. Never been to Switzerland. Where is Servette? So it's like on the Swiss-French border? Is that right? Next to a big wet thing? A big pool? A big pond? That's Lake Geneva. That doesn't sound like anything I've heard of. That's not what it says there. That's a funny way to spell Geneva. It's near the Hadron Collider. Why is this Switzerland? I mean, not that as an Englishman, not that me carving countries up and deciding where borders should be will end well. But I look at that and think, that's France. What are they? Why? What's this? Why is this Switzerland? Just lop that off. Save everyone the trouble. Oh, I want this job. This looks fun. I want that. In fact, I want that shirt. That shirt is lovely. And I want to go to Geneva. Flights aren't the problem. A bottle of water in a train station costs like £3. So it's like England then? That seems pretty reasonable for train station water, to be honest. A pint is about £6.40, so cheaper than London. And I don't drink pints anyway, so that doesn't matter. Whoa, zoom in. Oh, looks like it's got some nice transport links right next door. That's handy. How many train lines? They are trains, aren't they? And it's not like spider webs. That is a lot of train lines. I could just stand there and watch the trains. The shopping centre. They've got a hockey club. I'll stay at the Ramada. I'm staying here. How much is a room at the Ramada? Check availability. Less than £100. I mean, I'm paying more than that to stay in Wales next week. My hotel in Wales is £100 next weekend. It's £93 to stay in the Ramada next to the train station and the football ground. Where's that lake? Where's the old lake? So I guess I should go for a swim in that. Get the job first. Balls to that. I'm using the editor. This is my new job. I'm already over Bont. I want to go here. Oh, I've got to behave myself in this interview. I'm going to be heartbroken if I end up in Bulgaria after this. One of the reasons the board has decided to offer you an interview is because they feel you'd be an excellent fit for the club's realistic vision for the future. This is mainly as a result of my deep commitment towards signing first-team players no older than 23. This is what got me the job at Preston as well. They have hot tubs in Geneva. Oh. Servette doesn't have a nickname. We'll just call them the Serviettes then. Bont are basically the new Jamie. I don't know what a Bont or a Jamie is. Didier, my old friend! Didier! Come here, give me a hug! Oh, long time no see! Hello, Kevin. We've invited you along today. All expenses paid to Switzerland as well. Thank you very much. We've invited you along today so we can put forward our vision for the club and allow you to suggest any alterations for us to consider should we decide to hire you. You've already decided with your fancy white water bottles and mugs with no handles and pads and pens with nothing written on them. Laptop with nobody sat there. How many of these bottles do you need? Malibu everywhere around here. Inexplicably, a newspaper called Football Manager. That probably doesn't exist, does it? And the main headline is the Sports Interactive logo. I'm sorry if you're the guy who designed that asset for Football Manager, but that breaks the immersion a little bit. Oh, it's everyone's favourite newspaper, Football Manager. What? You could at least call it the Geneva Football Daily. Looks like it's wrapped around a laptop anyway. That is a thick boy. How can there be that much Football Manager news? Is that all the code for the entire game? Sorry, DDA. I got distracted. Am I worried about not being able to speak the language? Not even a little bit. Because when I go on those little tangents, you won't know what I'm talking about. It's magic. I don't think it's something to worry about. I mean, in my experience, these European lot, they all speak English anyway, don't they? They know we're ignorant, so they do the hard work, so we don't have to. So I'm pretty confident everyone here is going to speak English, so I don't need to worry. I think it'll be fine. I can learn the language in time. I can learn the language quickly. It's not hard. That's it. Show my confidence. It's not all that, is it? Language, smanguage, Didier. I'm going to compromise. Best behaviour. Can you ease our concerns that you've never previously managed in this country? I've just seen how many train tracks you've got. I think my standing in the game should quell any concerns, to be honest. Just don't Don't judge me on that one time I came to Zurich. That didn't go very well. This is the best chance I've had to work in this country, and I hope to finally be given... No, I'm going to convince again. It's all about convincing. Do you think it's a positive or negative thing that you've thus far managed just one team? I've shown tremendous loyalty. Can you ease our concerns about this being a pretty big step up for me? I've won loads. I've basically won everything I've ever played in. I feel as if I've earned the opportunity to work at a club of this stature and reputation. Absolutely, I do. You've been alleged to have broken promises to your players before. Don't know where you've heard that, did you? That is slanderous. Where have you got that from? Did you know that page scrolls? We didn't. You've not been speaking to a little turd called Charlie, have you? Don't listen to him. Even his dad didn't want him. When you've managed as long as I have, situations like that are bound to have arisen now and again. I've only done what I thought was right at the time. That is true. That is true. How do you feel about potentially replacing a manager who is very much liked by the supporters? I'm liked by everyone. My record speaks for itself. I'm proud to say I've always had a strong relationship with the fans wherever I've been. That is true. I mean, look, that's a large number, Didier. That right there is quite a large number. They love me. They really, really love me. How would you feel about working with our current director of football, Eugenio Conti? He's a new gen. He's a new gen that's existed for 6 days because he got the job 6 days ago. Before that, he didn't exist. So, whatever. I have got a fitness coach who's keen to come with me. As part of the recruitment process, we're willing to allow you to... Oh, I'm glad you brought this up. Is Harvey here? As part of the recruitment process, we're willing to allow you to request changes to our current backroom staff. What size budget? Didier, I'm hearing you tell me there's no way I can bring in any of my own staff. Is that right? I'm sorry, quick call. Mike? Mark? Was it Mike or Mark? Yeah, I'm in with Didier now. He's saying, play along. He's saying there's no way I can bring any of my own staff. Yeah, I am really trying. What's that one? I don't wish to propose. I'm really trying to see if there's a way to squeeze you in, but Didier is adamant you ain't coming. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe you can drive the van. Play along. You don't want him here. He's a weird one. So you want to sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. I like to do that. Work within the wage budget. Get rid of all the old folk and finish mid-table in the Raiffeisen Super League. This sounds right up my street. That is an exciting vision and shows the club has the right level of ambition. Should you be hired, the expectation is for the club to finish in mid-table. Is that fair? Yes. What do you think of a proposed transfer budget of £221,000? That's fine. Jesus, Didier! I could buy a house with that. I'm giving everyone a 1-week fine and buying a house. Goodness me. Yes, I think that will be fine. I think I can work with that. Is there anything you would like to ask for ahead of potentially getting the job? More than £240 a week, please. Please, more than £240 a week. Oh, well, now we wait. I can't be on holiday for this. I've just got to press continue on my own. I can't do it. I can't risk missing a message. I'm sat by the phone. I'm so keen. Who is this guy? Look, he's 1,000 years old. He's not worked for 4 years, and when he did, he was assistant manager of somebody called Basil. Don't give him the job. Declare interest. Yes, I want the job. We were supposed to be looking at the stadium, weren't we? I got distracted by the Ramada. We went on here specifically to look at the stadium, and all I did was find out how much a night in the Ramada was, and then went back into the game. Why has no one called me out on that? You can't let me get away with that kind of thing. We were supposed to be looking at the stadium. I remember now. Oh, my word. So, the stadium. Here we go. Have we got some photos? Oh, the Ramada's there again, look. Is that how we wear hats in Switzerland? What? I mean, has that got a peak on it? Is that a baseball cap with no peak? Is that a thing that you can get in Switzerland? I need to know more about this hat. It doesn't even fit him. There's the outside. Quite, looks nice, doesn't it? Very snazzy. I feel like I can already speak the language. I reckon I can figure out what they mean. I'm basically Swiss. Bins? There's bins. When have you ever seen a bin in a football ground? Ooh, snazzy. And police tape. That is a lot of train tracks. They've got little miniature stadiums next to it. So is that the Ramada? So if this is the train station, presumably there's an airport in Geneva. So presumably I just fly into Geneva Airport, get a train to this station, stay in that hotel, go to a football match at this football ground. This is what, there's tram, is it tram tracks? Might have to take Andy if there's trams. Oh, I mean, we already know there's bins. That's sloppy. Oh, this is my new club, my new Swiss team. I've always wanted a Swiss team. Now I've got one. I hope. Little cup of urine. I've seen enough. I'm going to be so heartbroken if we don't get this job. So upset. I really want this job. I'm the favourite for the job now. You what? Browse. Browse. I mean, I'd stick a tenner on at those odds. I'm going to have to go and explain to Anna in a minute. I'm going to Switzerland. Oh, my word. I mean, she could come with me, I suppose. Who replaced me at Bont? Some guy on loads of money, on almost 10 times what I was earning. Oh, there's notifications. The fans want me. Mancini has quit England. How pathetic was their performance at the World Cup? A third. Why is there a third round? I mean, that just screams Gareth Southgate World Cup. A 1-0 win over Ecuador with a Raheem Sterling goal. A 1-0 win over the Ivory Coast with a Raheem Sterling goal. Beating South Korea in extra time with Eric Dyer getting the winner and then losing 1-0 to Germany, the first team that are any good. And that was Mancini as manager. Thomas Whitney did 2 gifted subs. Chris did 13 months. Paj did 2 months. Bruno did a prime. Luke did a prime. Jack of Hearts did a prime. Dr. Max did 11 months. Bosty did 5 gifted, 10 times. Bear with me, I was just thanking everybody. Anna! 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 Come here! Did you just swear? She just yelled a swear. You want to go to Switzerland with me? Yeah, you do. We're going to Switzerland. Apparently, I interrupted a cutscene. Right. I don't think she was. She said, I'm in a cutscene. I thought she said, for sake. I think it was the second one. Right, so we have to start negotiations. I'd like £240 a week, please. We can't even go that low. What? This is a different world. We can't even go that low. This is 10 times more than Emlyn was offering me. I'm not even negotiating. Up the serviettes. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Here we go. Here we go. I am Switzerland! Eyebrows have been raised. Balls have they? Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the 44-year-old who's recently spent time away from club football. I was working in Asda. And he's sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Stade de Geneva. Chapman arrives with a record of 128 wins, 19 draws and 20... What a man. What a handsome hero. He's also won 3 league titles and 4 cups. His first game in charge will be against Zurich in the Raiffeisen Super League on the 26th of the 7th. God blimey, that's like 2 weeks. He replaces previous manager Alan Geiger. Christophe Moulin was considered the favourite, but he was too old and wrinkly. So Kev got the job. Beautiful stuff. We have a 3-star reputation, a beautiful football kit, a media prediction of third place. We're going to do great things at the Serviettes. Oh, we've got a long-haired striker as well, and a midfielder wearing a hoodie. Why is he wearing a hoodie? So we've just got to sign players under the age of 23, work within the wage budget, and finish mid-table when the media think we're going to finish third. This should be a piece of potato. Planning and stuff and who's coming, etc. More to follow. Boom. Let me know in there if you're coming. And then once I get a ticket, I'll let you know where my ticket is and we can try and get tickets together. And I've got to make sure flights and stuff are realistic because... So flights to Geneva. Can you fly directly into Geneva? So you can go from Birmingham to Geneva on... They do like daily flights. So if I were to go the day before, and then come back the day after, make a little trip of it, round trip, economy, is that doable? I don't really understand how air travel works. WrestleMania weekend, who cares? Okay, I need to do this off stream. This probably isn't something we need to do on stream, but yeah, we need to come up with a plan. Obviously, only be in here if you're serious about coming. Because it would be cool to have a few people there and just have some shenanigans. It's going to be fun. Bit of an international meetup. And we get group tickets if a lot go. I have no idea. We need to come up with a plan. We're off to Geneva. Oh, we're off to actual Geneva for Servette versus Young Boys. Old men versus young boys. It's going to be great. Shall we actually do some Football Manager rather than planning a group trip to Switzerland, which we didn't think we'd be doing 2 hours ago when this stream started? Book a coach. Get Mike to drive us. Good old Mike Harvey. Well, we know the defence is bad. We know we still need to sign like another 3 defenders at least, if not 4 more defenders. We only had 3 defenders when I arrived.